All right, Dave. Hey, man.
Hey, man.
We are down here at the Double Barrel Roadhouse in Redline at the Winter Brew Festival 2025. We were down here last year.
Yeah, we were. This is session 2.
Yeah, and the one thing I don't see on the stage is the mechanical bull.
No bull.
No bull.
No bull. You know what? I was going to ride that today. If it was here, I was going to ride it. No, I wasn't. I'm not dumb.
You fucking liar. Anyways, I think there are at least 15 stands here. They're not all breweries. The majority of them are breweries. But I do recognize some of the other stands that were here last year. We're going to try and get some guests on here throughout the day, talk to the people that are here and get their feeling,
Yep.
and then maybe even get some of the crowd that's here to get up here.
Yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be nice. I see the hot sauce stand over there.
Yeah.
And I do believe that they have the stand that had the cigars, the flavored cigars.
Smoke shop.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
What the heck? I wrote everybody down here.
Yeah.
I forget the name of it.
Yeah.
Old West Smoke.
Yes.
Well, we're going to have to grab
yeah.
some cigars. So.
Yeah, we'll have to see if we can get her to come back up.
Actually, this is a perfect time of the year to have a brew festival.
Yeah, it is.
The end of February, everybody's tired of the winter, and here we go, man. We're gonna get ready for spring and kick off March with end of winter brew festival down here at Redline.
Yeah, and they won't have to shovel snow to get in here.
No, it's actually got pretty nice out.
It's pretty nice outside.
So, all right, hey man, we're back down here. We're sitting here at the Double Barrel Roadhouse. We got Matt Moore from Sign of the Horse, and you are one of the companies that are helping putting this on, right?
Yeah, that's right. This event is a partnership with Sign of the Horse and Double Barrel Roadhouse.
So, how has this been working out being a partner with Double Barrel?
It's been great. So we've been. This is the second event we've done here with them, and obviously we've increased the size of vendors this year. So it's been a good thing.
We were happy to be here last year, and unfortunately, by the time the day was ended, we were like, "Oh shit, we didn't even get Sign of the Horse up here, and this is their event."
Exactly.
And they released our beer that we brewed with them.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So last year we released your Scottish Ale,
the Devils and Skirts.
Yeah, and that was an awesome beer, highly rated. So,
and by the way, I still have the 6 still at my house since what?
I know
a year.
You're on the list, but we'll be brewing that beer soon again because it was well received. So it was a great beer.
I mean, I remember you called me about it and said, "Hey, did you see how that beer did?" I'm like, "Yeah, it was like 3.9." He said, "That's good. I mean, we're going to brew it again." I'm like, "Absolutely, go ahead, man. That's fun."
Yeah, for sure. It was a good beer.
So the VIP set is going on right now, and you're expecting what, a couple hundred people here today?
Yeah. So for the VIP, I think we have a little bit over 100 people for this. And then once the VIP hour is over, so they get the VIP beer and then the food and whatnot, and then they'll open up to the rest of them. So we're expecting hopefully a little bit over 300.
Wow, I think that's a lot of people.
That is.
And I think you got like 15 or 16 vendors out here, different craft beers, and I see like hot sauce, peanuts, and we like the Old West Smoke Shop.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, my personal favorite, we got the jerky, which is catty corner to our area. So yeah, this is a great breweries out. The winner from last year's. Ed from Vortex. Yeah, Ed from Vortex is here.
Yeah, I ran into him,
and he's brought some awesome beers with him again. So
well, I have your barrel and stave, and this is one I have enjoyed.
Yeah, so that beer it's real special to us. It's aged 24 months in a Wiggle whiskey cask,
and that's out of Pittsburgh, right?
That's right. Yeah, so it's a rye barrel, and well, you're tasting now. You can pick up that flavor pretty good.
I do get that rye out of it. Yeah, but you know what? It's not overbearing. Like some ryes are real bitter and bitey. This is just smooth and
very good.
Delicious. It's a 8% Imperial Stout, and that's just a real awesome.
And it's usually on tap every once in a while down at the.
Well, it's on tap now, and when it's gone, it's gone.
When it's gone, it's gone.
Yeah, so it's definitely a one of a kind beer. But when it's gone, we'll bring back something else. But it'll be it's a
now since last year, Sign of the Horse has made some changes.
Yeah, so we opened up in October a new location in East York. So that has been running in East York, and we're happy to be in the York market. And it's been doing great.
Good. no more expansion, or are you happy with what your footprints are besides what's going on in the Hanover location?
Yeah, so right now, so as you and some people know, the Hanover location, we had a fire, and so we've been shut down there since November. So we are in the process right now. They just finished sandblasting the inside, and we're in the process of getting that place back open. So we're looking, optimistically early summer, but I think realistically probably late summer we should be back open. It's going to be beautiful.
We'll be down there.
Well, I tell you what, I've always enjoyed coming to the Sign of the Horse. The East York I have visited since you guys have taken over from Stony Run. The Red Line one I definitely highly recommend. The food is down there. I had a smoked meatloaf, and I'm not a meatloaf guy, but I went back for a second.
We went back for seconds.
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, Matt, look, we appreciate you guys having us down here for the second time. These kind of events are really fun. We enjoy it, but we appreciate it. We wish you guys the best of luck, and we'll look for the Devils and Skirts back on tap sometime.
Well, thanks for coming out and putting this podcast out for us. And Devils and Skirts will be back, and we'll talk to you guys soon.
Yeah,
right,
and don't forget, Double Barrel Roadhouse puts on events throughout the year, all the time down here. So make sure you come down here to Double Barrel Roadhouse as well, and you're going to be able to get Sign of the Horse beer right here in Red Line. So check them out.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Yep. All right, so we're sitting here at the Double Barrel Roadhouse. You guys good?
I'm good, yeah.
All right. We have Matt from Lancaster Brewing.
Hello.
Ed from Vortex, who we've had on before, and Matt was on here with us last year.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about what's going on with Lancaster right now. You got something new brewing that you guys were mentioning when we did your episode.
So last time when we
Hold your mic up a little bit.
When we talked last year, we had mentioned that we were going to be moving into the spirits. And so about a month after this event, we moved the equipment in, and we are now selling since about August. We have currently two whiskeys, 2 bourbons, a single malt, 3 different gins. We just did a coffee liqueur, and we're working on some RTDs to put out on the market.
Oh wow!
So it's in full swing. We just did our first and second run of single malt of our own design, our own grains, put them in barrels. So we'll see what that tastes like in a couple of years.
So you got a distillery going on and a brewery.
Yes. So we had to make some room downstairs. We moved a couple tanks around for the brewery and put in the distillery. And the nice thing is the starting process is very similar. So we use our existing mash tun to make our wort for the, call it mash for distilling, and then we move it over to its own fermenters, and then from there we run it through the still, extract the liquor, but it starts off the same, and so we were able to save on some space that way.
And you're still doing brewing and that. What do you got going on at Vortex, Ed?
Just getting ready for St. Patty's Day. So we got our Irish Red brewed. We have our Irish dry stout or extra stout in the barrel in tanks. So everything's getting ready for next month. And all right. And then we celebrate our anniversary the week after St. Patty's Day. So it'll be our second year. Starting our third year. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah. So it's exciting. We're looking forward to that and better weather as well. We did get 2 new tanks. We bought 2 new tanks for the brewery, 2 2-barrel tanks. And so I'm getting those plumbed right now. We're in the process of getting those set up and the glycol dropped and all that. And then we'll be able to do some more variants of our other beers. Pull something off, do fruit, do extra dry hopping or whatever. It should be fun. So I'm looking forward to that.
Well, if you've never been, I have not been to the Lancaster main one.
Okay.
I've been to the tap room over there off Route 30 near Dutch Wonderland.
Yep.
Vortex is definitely a nice place to go. What do you guys got down here today? What's special for the VIPs?
So I brought a case of our Centennial Mosaic Hazy IPA, which is what you have right now.
That's what I have.
It's a series that we've kind of been playing around with. We do about once a quarter. And so it's the same base beer every time, but we throw different hops at it. So this one is Centennial and Mosaic hops. And it just, I think it's great. It's super tropical.
It is. It's very tropical.
Yeah, it turned out very well. It's not super strong on the hop bitterness that most people shy away from. So it's very easy drinking.
Well, Ed won this thing last year. Was it People's Choice or was it the Brewers?
People's Choice, yeah.
That's all right.
Yeah, it was totally unexpected. I never
Ah, come on, bullshit.
I was telling them as I used to buy beer from Lancaster all the time. Their double chocolate milk stout was just out of this world. And South County, I buy a lot of their beer, and they were here last year. Like, these are the guys. I bought your beer regularly, if I started my own thing.
It's fun. So, Dave, you got anything to say? Because you're quiet.
Yeah, well, I want to hear from them. It's not something that nobody wants to hear from me. But actually, I was going to say, do you have anything coming up, like a big event or anything that you want to tell everybody about that's going on at your place?
The biggest event for us, other than St. Patty's Day, is our anniversary, and that's going to be like the 23rd, 24th of March. Next month coming up. And that's our anniversary weekend, so that should be a lot of fun. St. Patty's Day weekend, the weekend before, we got that chili dog run. It's like a 5K run that they do from New Freedom up to Glenrock and back. So do it, or it's before Glenrock, but it's a 5K run that the train takes them down to Glenrock and then they run 5 miles back or something like that.
Chili dogs and running to me just doesn't mix.
I know.
That's not a very
chili
good
meaning it's cold, right?
I wasn't even thinking.
But it's funny you say that because we do make chili dogs and we sell beer at the parking lot. When they come back, they get a chili dog.
Because chili dog will make me run.
In more ways than one, right?
Yeah. Is there any way? Can I get a chili dog without having to do the run? I just come up and get one.
I'll get you a chili dog.
Okay.
You guys show up. I'll get you. We'll set you up with a tent. You can do a podcast from there. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Oh, it'd be cool. What's going on in Lancaster? Anything special?
We also are getting ready for St. Patty's Day. We got our Celtic Rose out at our locations now.
Which beer is the Celtic? Is that the red?
Yeah, the red ale.
That's good.
Yeah.
I remember that one.
That's coming up. As far as ourselves, we don't really have a lot. We are so honestly focused on our
getting the new
distillery brand going. We are heavy into R&D for these ready-to-drink cocktails.
Oh, wow.
So we're hoping to have those out possibly for early summer release. We'll see. It's a lot of stuff logistically that we have to have come together. So, but like I said, it's such a terrible thing to have to R&D those things all the time.
Because you're also the taste tester, right?
Yeah.
If you need help, we can probably find some volunteers.
We're available for R&D.
Okay.
So,
I'll keep that in mind.
The one thing that we are starting to do, and we started with Back Porch, we just talked to Matt from Sign of the Horses. We're looking to do some food pairings at your locations.
Yeah. Sure.
Pair your food with your beer.
And it's starting to get big.
It is a thing now.
Yeah, it is, and I think it's something where we can get some dates to come down to your places and do that.
It's going to allow people to actually go on the site and watch the video and see how different bars are putting up different foods and different drinks, and we can get them to compare it, or we can compare it, and you can get an idea of what you guys have before you even walk in the door.
Right.
So,
and we'll R&D the canned cocktails while we're there too.
Well, we'll see if we can make that happen.
But we R&D'd some canned cocktails. What was it, last summer?
Yep. So, hey, guys, I appreciate you stopping by.
Sure.
Thank you.
I hope this event turns out well for you.
Yeah, it was great last year, so, hopefully status quo.
Perfect time of the year. Everybody wants out of this winter weather, which we're actually having a winter, and we're getting ready for spring, St. Patrick's Day. This is like the perfect timing. So, best of luck, guys. We appreciate it. So, hope one of you guys come away with the People's Choice or Brewer's Choice today. So.
You never know. You never know. Thank you.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right, appreciate it. Thanks, guys. We're sitting here with Mike from Starview Brews down in Columbia area.
Yes, we did a podcast, I think, about 2 years ago.
Yeah, we're just going to hold your mic.
Okay, how's that?
That's it. That's
Okay.
it. So yeah, it's been about 2 years since we had you on.
I remember we had quite the time.
Oh, we had a great time.
Quite the time.
And I remember you talked about the crab cakes.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're still very well known for the crab cakes. And we actually have a new dish now. It is we have a new dish, which is Imperial Bisque.
Imperial Bisque. Talk about that.
That's a 12-ounce bowl of bisque with a crab cake thrown on top.
Wow. Oh, wow.
It's decadent.
I will say, because after we had your recording, I came down on my way home from Lancaster from a meeting. I stopped. You were there. I got the crab cakes, and I think I bought some seafood bisque to take home.
Yes, that's the combo I'm talking about.
I couldn't even eat everything, but I took it home. And I'm telling you what, if you want seafood in a bisque, it ain't little chunks.
No.
It was fucking awesome.
How was it, Brett?
Fucking awesome.
Did you like it?
Yeah. And I think I've been down there at least once or twice since. And
yes.
I want to get down more. We'd love
well,
to get out.
You live in Dover, and I understand if it's not your normal travel zone.
But
I know exactly what that's like.
What's new going down to Starview's besides the Imperial Bisque?
We do Flatbread Fridays now.
Okay.
Which is our flatbread pizza. Very thin crust that we get from Hazy Days flatbreads.
Okay.
And they, actually, Frank, the owner of Hazy Days, is the one that showed me the crab cake and the bisque. He ordered both and threw it in the bisque, and the light bulb went off. I said, that's an awesome idea. So I give him credit for that.
Well, we're kind of talking about, you want to bring it up?
The food pairing?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, my goodness. We are actually starting to do a lot of food pairing. And
to go with different beers?
Yes.
Okay.
At your place?
At your place. We come down to your place, and then you make the choice. The beer and the food that pairs well that your
trust me?
Absolutely. Well, our ideas behind is we just want to make sure when somebody comes in, they can, if they order that, they know what beer would pair well with it.
And the other thing is we want to be known for the food as well as the beer.
That's the thing. A lot of places don't. I don't know if I want to go in there. I want to get something to eat. They don't know that a lot of these places will sell food, and then this will give you a chance to showcase your food with your beer, and then get an opinion from us, and you can get an opinion from other customers in your restaurant.
Gotcha.
And then we can put them out on the air, and people can say, "Oh, look at this! Look at what they sell down here."
I'd love to do that.
Yes,
that'd be awesome.
And we can do that. We do it at your place.
And the customers may say, "Hey, those CPP guys are full of shit."
I doubt it.
You know, that won't be the first time I've heard that. You know, what can I say?
Well, what are
you talking about, him or you?
What are we drinking here, Mike?
This is our Doppelbock. It's called Procrastinator.
Procrastinator. I'm good at procrastinating.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's named after me. I mean, it took me almost 30 years to get a brewery open. So I guess you could say it's named after me.
And it started with what? The Chickies Rock?
Chickies Rock Cream Ale was the first beer I had on the market.
That's right.
Which was contract brewed back then.
Right. I remember because that was part of our original discussion.
Yes.
But another food we offer, we started doing hand-sliced tri-tip steak sandwiches. So that's our surf and turf. The tri-tip steak sandwich with a bowl of bisque.
There we go.
There you go.
Well, here's to the Procrastinator. Cheers.
Let's not waste any more time.
Oh, that has a good
firm malt.
Yeah,
malt.
Definitely, it is definitely firm on the malt palate in the back end. It has a very good flavor,
and it doesn't finish cloyingly sweet.
No, you're getting a little sweetness, but it has a dry. As it lingers, it dries out a little bit.
You don't even realize it's an 8.3.
Oh shit!
Most of our beers that I do are normal strength, but we have a few that are bigger.
We're Ubering home.
Yeah, we're gonna Uber home.
Well, I'm not gonna drink a lot of it. That's the key.
Hey, we actually have done that. Do you remember that?
We all piled in that van coming home from downtown York.
Yeah, we Ubered
Not a bad idea.
Yeah, but the problem is whenever, how are we, 9 of us or something? I mean,
Yeah, we were sitting on the floors.
yeah,
Well, at least your stop used to live close. I mean, you're right beside each other.
yeah, we were right beside
That's
each other.
convenient. That was convenient.
So is this your first time down here?
It is. I was supposed to be here last year, but because of staffing issues, I had to work the bar.
Okay.
So I wasn't able to make it last year. I'm glad we made it out this year.
I tell you what, it's like the perfect time of the year to have an event like this.
And that's why I chose the Doppelbock for today.
What else do you have on tap down here today?
We have an English brown porter.
Oh, I'm coming over for that
No,
too.
that's 4.9, so it's
That's
normal
all right.
strength.
That's
normal
okay.
strength, yes.
Porters and stouts are not high ABV until you start barrel aging them.
Well, we do have I didn't tell you, we have a Russian Imperial barrel aged. Right now I'm on the last half keg of it. But that was aged in a barrel of Elijah Craig that I got from John Wright.
Oh, man.
And that one came out very good.
Very good.
Yep. And then we also have Star Raving Mad, which is an English barley wine. I did a collab with Mad Chef last year. I'm on the last keg of that one right now. So we got to do another one. That is, the English style barley wine came out weaker than it was supposed to be. It's a 9-1. And normally...
well, that's still pretty good barley wine.
Oh, it is. It is. But the original, it's patterned after, is Thomas Hardy's Ale, which would come in about 11.5. So it didn't quite have the flavor we were after. So we called the first one we did Episode 1. So the next Star Raving Mad is going to be Revenge of the Hardy. Which will clock in probably around the 11th.
Oh, no, you're going to have to do the Star Wars where it's like episode 5, 6, and 7.
Well, let's get to the second episode first.
Wow. You said 11.3. I've never drank a beer over. Never mind. Yes, I have.
Well, those are the ones you're night capping, or it's a after dinner beer.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Buddy, that Duclaw that we drank was 24.2.
Yes, I know.
That's insane.
That's a 3-year aged barley wine.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was real.
How'd it taste?
I have not seen it since. As soon as I see it again, I'm going to be buying it.
Buy another one.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
It was it's a sipper. It's a sipper, but it was
Drink it like bourbon.
so good.
That's like I love a barrel aged stout in bourbon,
Oh yeah.
but I don't drink bourbon by itself because
No.
I drink more beer speed. You can't do that with bourbon.
Well, the couple distillers that we have talked to, it's not my forte. I'm not I'm not a liquor, bourbon, whiskey guy.
With you.
That goes up Dave and Kevin's alley.
Yeah, we enjoy the bourbon.
We have the hidden stills in our brewery.
I remember the day that Brett was telling me I'm not a big on the distilled, so I ran into the house and I got an 18-year-old Scotch.
I thought you told me it was 12-year-old. I spit it
It
out.
was old.
Yeah. I had for 12, but I thought it was the 18.
I don't care. It all tasted like shit.
Yeah.
But what shit tastes like?
So much,
Like shit.
so much.
Like Cheech and Chong. It smells like shit. Tastes like shit.
And like so much for my decision on looking at the bottles and say that's 12 years. Let's go to I'll bump it up to the 18 year and give him a really good.
I wasted his good product.
The one thing I like aged, I'm not a big wine drinker, but a well-aged port wine,
Yeah.
those I do enjoy.
I like
They really develop some.
I like my women aged.
Does your wife watch this podcast?
Yes.
Absolutely not.
No, she doesn't.
And she's actually older than me, so that's pun the intention.
My wife's birthday was yesterday.
Oh, well, happy birthday to
happy
her.
birthday.
And yeah, she's 10 months older than me, so I identify with what you're talking
No,
about.
my wife's 5 years older than I am. She went from my MILF to the GILF just like that when her grandson was born.
Wow. When did this podcast like?
Oh, we got Mike on here. We're going,
Oh, it's my fault.
we're going right down the tube,
It went
man.
straight down.
Mike, any plans for the springtime here? What's coming up?
We got a Brewfest in Lancaster. The Lancaster Guild's doing the spring, which is towards the end of April.
Okay.
Got that coming up St. Patty's Day. We're going to be actually open St. Patty's the Sunday before St. Patty's Day. We're not normally open on Sundays, but we got your Kilty band's coming in at 5:15.
Oh.
They're actually starting at John Wright Burning Bridge. They're going to Union Station in Columbia. Then Lancaster Distillery in Columbia. Then they're going to finish off at my place at 5.
Awesome.
That's kind of cool.
And then we're going to have, kitchen won't be open, but we're going to have corned beef and cabbage and Irish stew. You know, everybody's Irish on St. Paddy's Day, although I'm 90% German.
Well, Mike, we appreciate your time.
Well, thank you. It's always good hanging out with you.
We love it.
It is.
We got to do this sometime off mic.
We're going to have to come down to Starview Brews and do our little food pairing down at your place because
awesome idea.
you have a great atmosphere going in there. So
thank you.
Make sure you stay in touch on this.
Will do.
Yeah.
Cheers, my friend.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Let's all be bonded by beer.
Bonded by beer.
All right, so we are sitting here with Matt from Crocodiledog Marketing.
Yes.
Corey, who we're just meeting. So tell us a little bit about Corey.
My name's Corey Woof. I'm opening a bar called Woof Bar, PA brewery license, and really excited to do some research and development here today.
Cool.
Oh,
The best part.
So you're sampling all the products today?
Yes. Yes, definitely.
Yes. Are you?
Yes. C.
And then everybody knows this guy. This is Jason from Gift Horse.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm sober right now.
And if you remember, he took over last year the CPP down here.
Every time, yep. Do that. I was doing my best Brett impersonation. It didn't live up to the typical Brett, but I did my best.
Gift Horse rolls deep wherever they go.
You guys are talking about something here with this paint can.
Yes.
What is it? Something with the ruins in Glenrock. What are you guys doing?
Should I take over?
Yes.
I mean, that's when he should have said yes.
Yes.
So Matthew and I are working on getting a collab together with breweries to help support the Ruins Hall that's down in Glen Rock, Pennsylvania. Our hope is to get as many local York County breweries involved as we can, and then kind of work it out that we all get together, do a collab beer at the famous Liquid Hero Brewing Company Brewery, located on 50 East North Street in downtown York, Pennsylvania.
Yes.
And, then what we'll do, we'll keep the pricing where it needs to be, so then all the breweries will put the beer on draft, and then they'll donate it back to
help
the
keep
Ruins
the ruins going.
Yep, so people stop peeing in their bushes and things like that.
I'm not going to stop doing that.
So as far as the ruins, you guys, are you still doing the Glen Rock Arts and Brews Fest there?
Yes.
Yes. Matt is known for one word. Yes.
It's also difficult.
Yes. Now, in fairness, we don't do the Glen Rock Arts and Brew.
Okay,
that is
you don't.
the Friends of Glen Rock, giving them a shout out because they started that. They do it at Ruins Hall and in the surrounding area. We do the beer portion.
Okay.
I want to make sure they get their credit.
Yes. But you also do your Oktoberfest,
Yes.
Brew Kids on the Block with
Yes.
Gift Horse, and which is by far our favorite event. The Nerf guns and all.
Blasters. Nerf blasters.
But we have to make sure we get fucking good weather for that day, because the last 2 years it's rain. We're calling for rain.
I am working on that. I've sold my soul, and I'm hoping that the weather is beautiful.
Yeah.
And people come down and play in the streets with us, because essentially last year with all the Nerf blasters, I sat back at one point in time and I looked around and I was like, there's police officers shooting Nerf blasters, kids running around, adults, and I was like, this is my favorite festival.
It is.
Because it's a bunch of adults playing in the streets.
Do you think we could turn the Winter Brewfest into that? We could bring the Nerf darts down here?
I mean, we could have done that. I'm still finding darts. Emery at Scrubby's today set up right beside us. He was like, oh, hey, by the way, I still got these Nerf darts from last year at Brew Kids. And I was like,
I can't believe he just held on to them. And then was like, oh, hey, Matthew, I still got these.
Amazon.com, I think I'm on like 500 or 1,000 to come to that event.
Those are rookie numbers in this bracket.
It's one of the weirdest things ever when I saw that, like the older lady that I'm assuming is a grandmother that was sitting in the chair and just blasting people.
Dude, she's incredible. We were loading mags up for her and then just handing her the blasters, and she was just getting at it.
Yep. She was like
she
that
had
sniper.
to be 90. No joke. She was delight. She was absolutely great.
Yeah.
And that's what makes these festivals fun. You get to meet everybody, and everybody's having a great time.
Yeah.
Corey, is this your first one?
Oh no!
No, it's not your first one.
I got around. I've gotten around.
This is your first official R&D one.
Yes, of course. Very excited for this one. That first time here at Double Barrel Roadhouse. I mean, I'm a Redline kid, Redline grad, but haven't gotten here to this old church. It used to be a church, right?
Oh, was it church?
Yeah, I think
well,
so.
Right,
but it's a little bit better now, I think.
It's the church of beer right now.
Praise Jeebus.
Cheers. So what's making you start a bar?
Well, I've worked in restaurants since I was 12 years old, illegally, under the table, of course, but I've been in hospitality my whole life, and I love serving people. I've been in breweries the last 10 years. I mean, Jason and I'm pretty much the York City 6 beer collab that happened years ago. That really happened because you put some pieces together, but I love collaboration. I love small businesses working together. I love beer. And I love the craft beer industry and how they work together and how they have opportunity to do so. So I just want to be able to finally have stake in the game instead of being an employee of a brewery and just have my own. I volunteer a ton, and I want as much volunteerism and community collaboration going into my own space.
And go ahead, Jason.
Well, I was going to say Corey's role in the original York City 6 collabs was basically he was the wrangler of stray cats. I mean, he was the one that made sure he took notes at the meetings instead of us just remembering or forgetting.
And the communications. I mean, we had 3 news crews show up, and the mayor poured the first beer. I was pretty proud of that.
Yeah, for sure. The first one we donated money back to
the police department.
Yes,
the second time was
their motor fund, which was for them to get like motorcycles and such. And then the second one was
Veterans Outreach.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like we almost have to have him in for a full-blown episode to talk about his idea and project.
Well, the fun thing is, Carmine Pantano and I were having drinks last night, and he said, you should reach out to those guys. You have a Facebook message by me and an email by me that I sent about 3 hours ago.
Okay.
So, the plan was already there.
Get it together, man. Come on.
Well, dude, I've been after you for 2 years, so shut the fuck up.
Look, I diligently check all of my email
every 5 minutes.
Oh, I mean, he's great. When he wants to get something done, he is back and forth, and then it just stops, and you don't hear from him for like 2 months.
I'll guarantee you, when he sees an email from us, it's like delete. Or he's got us on the spam filter.
I don't delete any emails.
I legit
Sounds terrifying.
Turned my notifications on to my Facebook Messenger because for some reason it's the only way that this man wants to communicate. I turned my notifications on for Messenger on my phone just so I know that when he's contacting me, because like if I miss it, I might miss my opportunity to have him reply to me.
Well, we got to talk about the gear here. This is the do. This is the do man.
I almost wore the same thing today, but
oh, you did?
Mine's at the dry cleaners.
I mean, this is like
dry cleaners.
Get off your.
I don't know what that is.
It has been so long since I went to a beer festival as a person that I stood in my laundry room this morning for 5 minutes thinking, what do people wear? And I could not think. I'm so used to dressing for Keystone Kid Space or whatever, and I'm like, well, it's not Friday, so I'm not wearing a kilt.
Clearly, normal people wear fur coats and Baja Blast hockey jerseys, sweaters.
Do you not have one?
Well, it's the Mountain Dew commercial. Do the do.
Baja Blast is my favorite.
I like it. I'm a Baja Blast.
Code Red used to be until Baja Blast came out.
I had one the other week to remind myself how good it was. It is what Red Dye 40 or Red Dye.
So I was a fat little kid.
Dude, it's so
Baja
good.
Blast.
Eminently refreshing.
I can't do it. I don't like Mountain Dew, so I'm not a do the do guy.
Oh my God, a walk off.
I'm a beer guy. Coca-Cola or beer.
Well, we should make a Baja Blast beer then.
I mean, that's really not. That's easier than you think it would be.
So what's going on new at Gift Horse?
We got a lot. Some of it I'm not ready to talk about quite yet, but we have a lot of things going on, a lot of things that are almost finished. essentially we'll be upping our brewing capacity significantly here in the next few months. That's kind of why I wanted to help spearhead the collab for the Ruins Hall. It's something that, like, it's one of my favorite parts about being a brewer is collabing with the other breweries.
And you are an intricate part of this whole craft beer community in this area.
Well, you're going to make me blush, Brett, but I appreciate that. You know, I like to think, I like to be a steward for what we're trying to do. Not only in the... That's a solid Letterkenny reference, sir. But, you know, a steward for what's going on not only in the brewing community, but also in, like, downtown York and York County in general. I mean, I feel like there's a lot of us around, you know, Corey and Matthew being two other ones, and you guys, of course, because you're promoting this all constantly. But there's a lot of us around, and I think that, you know, it's what makes it all worth it.
And we've talked about this numerous times. How about it, Dave? This community in itself is just it's a whole beast, and it's a friendly environment.
So that's what actually
we feel gracious to be part of it.
So that's what's exciting about what Corey's doing with the Wolf Bar right now, is everything in the spot is going to be York County. Like from recycled parts of other.
Oh, Josh! Oh shit! Mick's gonna be all over that, isn't he?
Oh yeah. Just make sure you give RSTC the plastic. You know.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I mean, I work at Resource York, and I love, doing things cost effective. I mean, every single bar stool is going to be different. All the pint glasses are going to be different than one another. The bars, at this point, I'm talking to Hardware Bar, Coombs, the Depot, all these bars that have been closed for years that all of us have nostalgic memories at, that are just sitting empty. And so my goal is to patchwork together 6 different pieces of bar tops and structures.
To kind of bring that nostalgia back to York.
It's all about nostalgia. It's very Pennsylvania Dutch-ish. I grew up in Airville, so my next door neighbors were Amish, and I had that great experience and great cuisine that I want to try to bring that community aspect, that if someone has a bar stool in their garage that they've been looking to get rid of for 5 years, they can give it to me, and every time they come in, I gave him that, and I want them to be proud that they helped one little tiny piece.
That's awesome.
Of all of it.
That's awesome. It sounds like an awesome idea.
And what's really cool about it is where he's going to be located in the New York Wire Works is it's like a maker's market dream.
Yeah, there's it's a old warehouse. They made wire mesh, and they have about 80 to 90 small businesses in there right now. So it's really growing fast, and the thing that they need to get that 7-day-a-week business is a place to drink. So
place to drink and eat.
Yeah, for sure. So I'm very excited.
Awesome.
Super.
What's coming up with Crocodiledog marketing?
I'm glad you asked. Yes.
Just a collab here.
We are we're trying to streamline everything we can.
Good.
Is it doing it to me? We got
there we go.
It's still recording, so now I know. We are working on this collab to benefit Ruins Hall, so that we can then concentrate more on having fun events like Brew Kids on the Block,
which is
a festival.
No, it's in August. What date do we come?
23rd?
It's a Saturday. I'm pretty sure it's August 23rd. It's going to be awesome.
It's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good, guys. We got Taste of PA coming up, obviously, and
Did you do that at the farm show?
May. No.
Okay.
No.
So Kate's not here. If Kate was here, she would
rattle them off the dates and everything.
Nobody knows the dates. You asked about the weather. No, we got that. We got Glenrock Arts and Brew, obviously. But the biggest thing that we're just doing this year is this.
Well, you're not even bringing up your cigar pop-up bar.
Oh my God! Well, no one's gonna. This is gonna air after that. So.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. But we're doing. I've been working on a cigar.
We've
lounge.
talked about that before.
So,
a cigar and coffee thing.
Yeah, the cigar and spirits and chocolate and coffee and blah 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 blah. Yeah, so we're gonna be doing that as a pop-up during Restaurant Week. So we just like to. I mean, the secret there is Kate and I also run Restaurant Week for the Restaurant Association.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I get to do
it's not a very well-kept secret.
It's not a very well-run event.
No, it's beautiful. Right now we're in the middle of restaurant week. It's the second day, actually.
Second day, yeah.
No one's going to see
I didn't
this.
know Crocodiledog Marketing was the initiator behind it.
So that is Crocodiledog Marketing is my uncle and I, and then Working Progress is Kate and I.
Okay.
So we do Restaurant Week, and then we, up until very recently, did New York City special events, and that's a whole different story.
So you do a lot.
Yes.
And you do.
You set me up for that. Come on.
I did. Look, we still would love to have a full-blown episode with you and Kate.
Yes.
Talk about everything that you're doing to help the craft community, the independent businesses in York County.
Sure.
We'd love to do one with Corey. Talk about
Yes,
his
please.
up-and-coming Woof Bar, and not WOLF. Woof like dog woof.
What a dog says.
Who let the dogs out?
Where my dogs at?
If you want a wild story, look up the story of that song.
That song?
Who
Yeah,
let the
it is
dogs
not
out?
like just straight up Baja Men. It is art. There have been like 40 different versions of that going back to the 60s and 70s. It's a whole insane story that they don't know who actually came up with that song and where it it's
I
it's
thought
a wild
you were
ride.
going to ask people to look up Two Girls, One Cup.
No, man, this is in 2002.
Did you just say 2 girls, 1 cock?
Cup.
Oh, I thought you
Worse.
said
That's
cock.
the sequel.
Worse. It's worse than you can ever imagine. Look it up tonight, Brett.
Don't do it.
Don't tell me
do
my
it.
wife's not an old.
Do not put that on your Google.
No. Go to privacy mode if you're going to.
Jeez.
Anyways, guys, cheers. We wish you guys all the best. We love having you guys on. Let's all be bonded by beer. All right. So we are sitting here with Hannah from Aldus Brewing
Thank you for having me on again.
and Josh from the Beer Thrillers.
Gentlemen, it is a pleasure, and madam.
So, what do you guys think of the event so far?
It's good. So this is our second year participating. I know it's their second year having it, but it's always a good turnout.
Yeah.
And it is my second year here as just a patron, and I absolutely love this. This is why I came back.
But you like anything beer.
I mean,
That's what you do. You talk about it.
you know me so well.
And that's what we do. We record about it.
Yes, that's what we do.
So, what's going on with the Aldus Brewing right now?
So today we brought our hazelnut porter. It's called Driving Me Nuts. And then we also, is that what you guys are drinking?
Yep.
And then we also have our orange crushsicle, which is a orange tangerine vanilla bean fruit ale.
It's Dave. You don't eat. You eat a
I
beer.
don't have one.
Actually, this
Oh,
is
whose fault
is that?
This is fucking good.
Well, thank you.
I hope I didn't offend you.
No,
Because I didn't give a fuck if I did.
So we like to say our brewer makes our job very easy.
Yeah.
That's always nice to have somebody that's that passionate that you can taste it.
Yeah, definitely.
So, you talk about it and you write about it.
I do. Haven't in a while, but Ben and Amy have a place that serves as basically a forum for talking about beer. And right now, they're at Kennett Square Winterfest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they left me to come here because they know I like it so much.
Yeah.
But you also got something going on too with March Madness stuff.
Yep. So right now, tomorrow is the last day to go ahead and vote. There's 4 conferences. I believe was it Zeus, Liberty, Apollo, and Cascade. And all the breweries across the state, across anywhere we've actually visited.
Is Aldus in it?
Oh yeah.
Are they in a group of 64?
They're in a group of 64 for right now. So if people vote, they can keep them there.
Okay.
And after having this porter, and after having the other 2 beers that they've had, I don't see why they couldn't be there.
No.
See, I would give my opinion on the porter, but no one gave me one.
Here, wait. No. Go ahead.
He was supposed to bring me. So I was relying on my wingman.
Brett, what about respecting your elders?
Oh, I fucked up.
It's okay. We have plenty more back there, so we'll definitely get you a sample.
Hint, nudge, nudge.
I apologize. I'm just trying to give him a hard time. That's all it
Well,
is.
really, who we should be giving a hard time is Kevin. He's not here.
Kevin's not here. Yeah.
Man, where's Kevin?
Yeah, where's
Kevin
he
is.
at?
Yeah, he's cleaning out the gutters.
Well, you
of
haven't
his
met
house.
Kevin because we met you at your Oktoberfest and he wasn't there either.
Oh my gosh, Kevin.
Yeah, Kevin. Yeah,
So why is he avoiding the pretty face? And I'm not talking about myself.
because he could look across the street and see the pretty face.
Well, if he mistakes the mirror for that, then we're all in trouble.
Well, we need to actually have Hannah. We'll get a whole episode with Hannah on.
Yeah,
we had
we
Ryan
talked about
and
that.
Jason on before.
Yeah.
We'll bring Hannah in.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Looks like I'm watching that one.
Because then I wouldn't have to put that smiley face over when we're drinking Jason Hates It.
Right.
Jason hates it. I love that.
So I will say for our VIP, it's called Gimme the Loop, and it's a double IPA. Comes in at 9.2%, so pretty hefty. And I can attest to this. Jason drinks it all the time.
He drinks it all the time.
loves
Do you
it.
still have any back?
Oh yeah. So you guys
yeah.
can come try it. It's actually what I'm drinking now.
After having it, I can tell you I live in the nose of that beer.
Oh, so it's got a good.
It smells exactly like juice. You do not know it's beer until you get halfway through your glass and try to stand up.
It's extremely smooth and very sweet.
So it's gonna hit you like a brick shit house.
No, because I have a funny feeling the brewer does this on purpose and knows what he's doing. So, yeah, it's pretty sneaky.
That's kind of what we do. We love what we're doing. We love to feature people like you guys. And Josh and Ben, what you guys are doing, you're writing about it, telling the stories. So we're just videoing and putting it out in an audio platform. So we love having this. We love doing this. We love being here, meeting people like you guys. So Hannah, thank you very much.
Cheers. Thank you.
Josh, cheers. Thank you very much. And Dave.
Cheers.
Let's all be bonded by beer, and make sure you check out Aldus Brewing and the Beer Thrillers.
Yes.
You guys have your website or?
Yeah, so you can find us on Discord, you can find us on Facebook, Twitter, or X if you prefer. Just about any platform. I understand Mastodon's a thing. So check us out. We're available.
Yeah. And keep doing what you're doing, man. Telling the stories and keep promoting your products. So let's all be bonded by beer and enjoy the rest of the day down here at the Double Barrel Roadhouse. Cheers.
Thank you.
Cheers.
All right. So we are sitting here with Dan from Isaac's
Craft Kitchen and Brewery.
All right. So I heard about this a long time ago, and I didn't even know Isaac's was doing brewing. How did this come about?
So, yeah.
Oh, you got to get your notes out.
I need a little bit of notes, yeah. So we started brewing in 2020.
Okay.
Isaac's has been around serving hot sandwiches, homemade soups and salads since 1983.
Wow, I didn't realize it's been that long.
Yep, the first location was downtown Lancaster, and then it just spread out from there. At this point, we have 13 locations, 12 of them serving beer.
12 serving beer, because I heard about it from Glenn Smith from Brewery Tours. He said, like, hey, Isaac's is brewing beer, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? That's a sandwich shop.
Everybody says that. Everybody says, like, oh, I remember going to Isaac's when I was a kid, and, you know, I loved it there. And you guys sell beer now?
How's it doing? I mean, how's the reception been from your current clientele?
It's been really good. It's just, you know, it's just kind of a slow process, I guess, like getting people in there. In fact, I don't know how many people just today came up and said, well, like Isaac's has beer, so, you know, it's just getting the word out, really.
I think, and we'd love to help that. We'd love to bring Isaac's in and whoever, marketing team, brewers or whatever, and talk about what you guys are doing, because we love featuring whatever's going on.
Yeah, we would love to set that up, I'm sure.
But this is your Imperial Stout that I got.
Yes.
And oh, wow. Has it been barrel aged or is it just an Imperial Stout?
This is just an Imperial Stout. We had a barrel aged one recently, but this one's not barrel aged.
Well, I tell you what, tell us a little bit about how the idea came about, how it's spread throughout the 12 locations.
Okay. Well, downtown Lancaster had a like a normal bar for a long. I'm not sure when that started. Long time ago. I bartended there like 2008.
So you've been with them for some time.
Yeah. But at some point, at 2020, they decided to go like full brewery. They sent 2 people to brewing school, I think, and just went from there. So right now we have 3 locations actually brewing the beer.
Oh, and where are the 3 locations?
The 3 locations are downtown Lancaster, Lebanon, and West Shore.
West Shore. So everything's okay.
It's all central
and everything gets dispersed from those breweries to the other stores.
Yep. Yeah. So we have some stores that have like a full bar kind of thing, and then we have some stores that have like 6 taps with our beer on.
I'll be honest, I don't go into Isaac's. I'm not a fan. My wife is.
Okay.
But guess what? You're serving beer, craft beer. Guess what? I'll be visiting Isaac's.
Good. I'm sure you can find a sandwich on our menu that would pair great with something that we're serving.
And that is something else that we're looking to do, food pairings.
Yeah.
So we kind of started that, and we'd love to let's get you in. We talk about Isaac's in a whole is what the business idea is, the brewing operations, and then maybe we get in there and do a food pairing with your sandwiches with your beer.
That would be amazing.
So anything Isaac's got coming up? Do you guys do anything special, like events or anything like that, other than coming here to the Double Barrel?
I mean, we do stuff like this, but I mean, some of the stores, like on a store level, might have some entertainment, but we don't have any like big huge events.
So what do you find the best scenario is coming out here and well, I guess you already mentioned it. You're coming here to a brew festival to introduce Isaac's, where people are like, and like me, I didn't know.
Yeah.
And you're giving them their beer. Have you had positive feedback from that so far today?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I definitely haven't seen any negative feedback. That's for sure.
I will tell you, I would put the brew festivals on all your marketing plans to attend as many as possible.
Yeah.
These are always fun events to network.
Oh yeah, it's great. I'm having a great time.
Yeah. So, Dan, I'm glad I got to meet you. You were standing here, you approached me, I'm like, absolutely, we wanted to talk to you. You were on my radar.
Yeah, we should set something up.
We definitely need to get in. This Imperial Stout, by the way, is one worth getting. And what are you drinking?
This is Flamingo del Sol. It's a Mexican lager.
I already say, because of the name, I'm thinking of Mexican lager.
Yeah.
So, cheers, my
friend. Cheers,
man.
Our
motto is, let's all be bonded by beer.
Let's all be bonded by beer.
So we are sitting back down here at the Double Barrel Roadhouse, and we have Denise and Carolyn, patrons of the Winter Brewfest. So what are you ladies thinking right now?
We're having a great time.
You're having a great time?
We're having a great time tasting a lot of different types of beers and a lot of different types of breweries that I don't always have the chance to explore.
So are you from the area? Where do you live? So you're saying you haven't explored some of these breweries, so this is a great place to experience other products in the Central PA area.
It is. Some of them, like Sign of the Horse, some of them we've been to before, some of them we're familiar with, but there's a lot that I've never seen before. We both live about 10, 15 minutes away.
Okay. So what's your favorite one so far today?
What was the name of the guy with the Swedish fish beer?
So that was Rusty Rail. They actually had Swish, which was a Swedish fish beer. They also had a raspberry white chocolate white stout, which was probably my favorite.
I was told I gotta go try that.
It's already sold out. But the Swedish fish beer was so good. I went back 3 times.
3 times? So do you have a DD or are you Ubering home?
Uber. We're not them. Uber.
So I also had a Lancaster Brewing Company, the Mosaic. That was amazing. I mean, I know it's a fad, but the Mosaic beers are...
So they're dank?
They're dank.
They got a little citrus note. They're dankness to the front end, but they got they sit on the palate like a little bit of a juice.
Yeah, definitely juicy dank. I would say more juicy than dank for this Mosaic.
I find it fascinating because my wife does not like beer at all. And every time I give her a beer, she gets the bitter beer face going on. I find it interesting to find ladies at these events that enjoy the product and enjoy what you're drinking and what they're putting out.
I don't know know if that's a local thing. Like, we are in Red Lion, Pennsylvania, so we're in like a farm country. Like, we are
come on now,
beer
you're not calling us fucking rednecks, are
We're a
you?
little bit of fucking rednecks right now.
So I'm not originally from here, but I have in the last 20 years been to hundreds of breweries across the United States. I've worked several Brewfest as well, so it's.
So you're in this.
Yes, I'm in this. Not as much as I was 20 years ago, but yes, I enjoy it.
And I think a brew festival like this right now, the Double Barrel here with the winter Brewfest is a perfect time because everybody's waiting for spring to come. We're tired of the winter. Perfect time to have it. And then you got 14 breweries sitting down here today, and you get to sample. You ladies mentioned it. Something you don't always get to. You don't get to all these places.
I was saying to Denise earlier, I can go into a distributor and there might be something like Swish, a Swedish fish.
But it's $20 for a 4-pack, so
and I don't mind paying it.
Well, you do if you don't know if you like it. So something like this event, we can try it, and now absolutely I will pay that price.
So any of the breweries out here that you didn't know about.
I didn't know about Swish. I love Collusion, and I didn't know that Collusion had their, what was it? It's a berry thing, a berry sour.
Their blackberry sour.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, Jared always puts out some good
their
stuff.
sours are. Collusion never does wrong.
Oh no, you walk in there, you're overwhelmed by Jared's board. It's like, oh, what the hell do I order?
They do a monthly yoga class as well. You can do a yoga class and then.
So I'm assuming you take part in that.
I do. I enjoy the yoga and the beer. Yes.
I'll do it if I can drink beer.
It's afterwards.
So, let's just say York County, which would include, what is your favorite haunt?
No.
So are we talking beer only or beer and food?
Anything. Anything.
Okay.
What's your haunt?
I would have to say mine is either South County or Collusion. But if I am going to get a 4-pack, it's usually Evil Genius or Rusty Rail.
Okay. And you?
I would agree. I mean, honestly, for food, Great American Saloon, which is right down the road, is great for food, and they have a pretty good beer list.
Have you been to Black Cap?
I have been to Black Cap. Franklin Street Social is really fun.
I heard. I have not been to the Franklin Street Social, which is multiple venues.
It's like a mall food court for adults.
Okay.
They have a slide for kids.
And adults.
There's 14, 15 different restaurants, different styles of food. And they also have a bar. And I believe they actually offer Rusty Rail as one of their
So I'm hearing the same theme. Rusty Rail is one of your favorites.
Rusty Rail is, and I do like it. It is a little farther for me, so I don't get to frequent.
Well, we're efforting Scott from Rusty Rail to record with as a full episode and feature Rusty Rail. He's trying to get us up to his place and do the hotel and stay on site and do all that.
So I do have a complaint about this event, just one.
All right, go ahead.
So I love a hard cider, and there's not
nothing here
one
for you.
hard cider, not one. Which is so crazy because Sign of the Horse has a good hard cider, and I know South County has a good hard cider. I know Collusion has a good hard cider, but they're not offering it at all.
I do have to say she's not deprived though.
No,
not at all.
And I tell you what, there's been a couple brewers that we have talked to in the past that come to these events, and the reason their tents were usually packed is because they have something other than beer that they're serving. Because not everybody, if I would bring my wife, she ain't drinking beer.
Okay, but if you bring her to a brew fest, she should know it's all beer. But usually there is a couple hard ciders.
Yeah, I agree.
I do like how they have the local vendors as well, the pickles,
Yeah.
beef jerky, hot sauces, things along those lines. Always supporting local businesses is
Were you ladies here last year?
No.
First time attendee then?
Yes.
Coming back next year?
Absolutely.
Of course.
Any other brew festivals this year? There's plenty to choose from in the area.
This was our first one, but we will absolutely be going to more together.
I would tell you a couple to go to. Brew Kids on the Block.
That's Gift Horse, correct?
That's in Gift Horse, downtown York. Yorktoberfest.
Yes.
And they're all over. These events we're starting to get into the season where you're going to see all these kind of events where you get to go out and sample everybody's product.
For $35, you can drink as much as you want, and you Uber here for $7 each way. Like, there's no downside to
Look,
that
you're putting economical statutes to it.
There's no downside.
This is her first Brewfest, so
It is.
Well, ladies, thank you for coming on the Central PA Pour.
Cheers.
Cheers.
So, I am drinking a shit. This is actually from Aldus. This was their VIP stuff. So we have a little saying on the Central PA Pour. Let's all be bonded by beer. Cheers.
Let's all be bonded by
Cheers
beer.
to you.
Cheers. All right. Okay. So we are sitting back down here at the Double Barrel Roadhouse at the Winter Brewfest 2025. We have McKenna and Noah sitting here as participants of this event.
Yes.
And David, take it away.
Well, this is two people I just happened to run into while I was down running around with my camera. And it just I had seen Noah, and I looked at his afro, and I said, oh, you know what? I used to have one of those that big, not quite that big.
And Noah's like, you did not.
No, I didn't.
I hear it all the time, and then they show me the pictures. I'm like, yep, it was that big. I believe it.
So what's going on with the fro, bro?
Not much going on. Big hair, don't care. Just got to have that attitude going on into it.
Well, it was funny because I saw him and I showed him that wimpy fro that I had when I was in college.
You didn't show him the picture of the mafia, did you?
No, I didn't show him that.
Okay.
But anyway, I showed him the picture I had when I was in college, and it's nowhere near the fro that he had, which is impressive. And so on the front of my shirt, and we said Pit Band. And McKenna looked at it and says, oh, I'm in Syracuse band. And that's kind of cool.
Oh, no, so you guys got something in common. You were at band camp together?
Well, we were not together.
I was going to say, because back when he was there, they still had horse and carriage.
Yeah, that's what he said, actually. So, yeah, we had this new thing called cars when we went, so crazy, yeah.
So what do you think of the Brew Festival?
It's really fun.
First time?
It is our first time, yeah.
What's your favorite so far?
I really liked the dark sour from Gift Horse. Yeah. I've been to Gift Horse a few times, but I've never had the dark sour, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Noah?
So I am from upstate New York, so this is all very new to me. I enjoyed having all of the stuff here. It's been great from the porters to like the hazy IPAs. Everything's been great. Can't pick a favorite. They're all good.
Have you found a new location that you got to go visit now?
What was the one with the pistachio?
The Rotunda Brewing
Rotunda
Company.
Brewing?
Yes. The pistachio, it was very weird.
They have a lot of sours they put out. Rotunda does a lot of sours.
Yeah. We drink a lot of sours, so.
Dave loves IPAs.
Oh.
Not really.
Interesting.
Yeah, I am not a great IPA. I will drink an IPA every once in a while. Good ones I like, but the ones where they just dump the hops in and just say, hey, more hops the better.
Not for me. Not for me.
No, I'm not that.
I'm not a hoppy person.
Yes.
Go ahead, Dave. You got any more questions?
Do I have any more questions?
Yeah.
I'm good.
Because I'm the one that's always talking.
Well, I'm sorry. Did I steal your thunder? No, go right ahead, sir.
No. So, have you attended other brew festivals?
I don't think so.
Will you attend more brew festivals after coming today?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
This is really fun.
Gives you an opportunity to sample multiple products from multiple breweries.
Yeah.
Something that you may have not seen before or tasted before.
Exactly.
And I was like, I got to go there.
Yeah. And I'm from the York area, so like these are all places that are around where I'm from.
Right.
So I'd absolutely go.
I know you said you go to Gift Horse a lot.
Yes, yeah, I'm downtown a lot.
How about Liquid Hero?
I've actually never been to Liquid Hero, but I'll go now because I did have some of theirs.
How about Collusion?
My mom drinks a lot of Collusion at the house, so we'll probably go there a little bit more.
Collusion, we got Mud Hook, Jeff from Mud Hook.
Mud Hook is a classic. Yep. I've been to Mud Hook many times, yeah.
And Mexitaly is back up and running.
Mexitaly is also a classic. We go there a lot.
We just had Isaac's on here. And remember Glenn talked about Isaac's Brewing Beer.
Yep.
So Isaac's is now have beer in their stores.
We just found that out too, actually, because I've been to Isaac's, you know, in middle school, high school. They never brewed beer before, so
now you're going there for beer.
Now we're gonna go there for beer.
Well, as your favorite, what have you found so far as coming to an event like that you could share with somebody? Like, hey, you got to come to these events.
I mean, it's a good spot. So I was saying, my whole family's from here, obviously. I was saying it's a good place to have like kind of a little family reunion. Because even though we're all from around the same place, I don't see my family that often, even though they're all from York. So it'd be a good place to just bring everyone, because it's family friendly, even though not like under 21 family friendly, but I'm the youngest in my family, and I'm 24. So like, family friendly for us.
All right. Noah, anything you could say?
I think it's a great opportunity to come and experience all these brewers without worrying about spending all that money and stuff like that. And you try stuff that you normally wouldn't do at the bar. You can see like, oh, this is a crazy flavor, but like, I don't know if I want to try that tonight.
But you're getting a nice sample size of it.
You're getting a good size, you're trying all this stuff, finding what you like. It's a real amazing opportunity.
All right. You got anything, Dave?
Well, I just think that this is great that we can get some of the the customers that are coming in here.
Yeah, we want to get your perspective of it.
Their perspective, because we've been talking to a lot of the brewers and a lot of the owners, and it's cool that we could talk to some of the customers.
Yeah, we get your perspective, and it helps them as well for these kind of events. So,
yeah,
we have a little saying. I'm drinking Aldus's double IPA that they had out.
Yeah.
You'd love it, Dave. You'd love it.
I didn't get the double IPA when I went back there.
We have a little saying as we cheers out. So we're gonna raise a glass. Let's all be bonded by beer. Cheers.
Yeah.
So we are sitting here with Amy from Starview Brews.
Hello.
Mike told us we had to talk to you. You are the social media guru for Starview Brews.
I'm trying, yes. Yes.
There's no try.
There's no try. I have a fun time doing it. It gets my creative juices flowing. I like it.
And how long have you been doing that for Mike?
Only a couple months.
Only a couple months.
I started drinking, being on the other side of the bar, probably since he opened. And then
I started drinking about 12 o'clock today.
Yeah, I started drinking early too.
Really, I know. See,
you can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning, right?
I want to I want to represent Mike in a very good way, so I'm holding back. Wait till will I grab a crowler before I leave the brewery today? Yes.
So what is your priority at Starview Brews?
Starview, I believe in Mike. I think he puts out a good product, one that is very missed, the traditional German beers. And I want to get him out there and I want to show him off. So if I can do that via social media, that's what I want to do.
So he's on Facebook, Instagram.
Facebook. Yeah,
you doing TikTok?
Not yet.
No TikTok?
Do I watch TikTok all the time? Yes. But we are not on TikTok yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have some things that I do want to roll out coming up here. I want to reintroduce everyone to the brewery, to the beers. His traditional German beers are not to be missed.
And the food.
The food. Oh, man. So his crab cakes are amazing. They're the best in the area, and they're really big. They're huge.
They're huge. They're huge.
My favorite thing of his, though, are the flatbreads that they do on Friday.
He just mentioned that when we had him on, the Flatbread Fridays.
Yes. Sunny days, they provide us with the dough, and they provide the rest of the stuff, and they're amazing.
Wow.
You can almost see through the dough. It's amazing. But not to eclipse the beer, but the food is amazing, too. They make paninis, too. Homemade paninis, and they use fresh local ingredients. They use King's Butcher Shop here locally for our brats. So the brats and the sauerkraut are not to be missed either.
Well, we mentioned about doing a food pairing at the brewery.
You should come do that.
We're going to do that. We're going to get it set up.
Definitely. Yeah, Mike, ingrained in this area, I grew up in Marietta, and I was raised on Rolling Rock from Latrobe.
A bucket of rocks.
And Yingling, and when I first saw that he had a cream ale on tap, no one else in the area did a cream ale. So I'm like,
the Chickies Rock cream ale.
Yes, the Chickies Rock cream ale. And I'll never forget, I still have a picture of it. He put the glass in front of me and there was a smiley face in my beer. And that was when he first opened. It was St. Practice Day.
That's kind of cool.
That year. And I was just drawn to it.
That's awesome.
He just makes really darn good beer.
That's good.
I love it. Yeah.
And how did you come into this?
Into this?
Into working with Mike and promoting his stuff. You walked in one day and say, Mike, hey, I want to help you.
No, literally. They were doing music trivia. I was there on a Wednesday after work, had a real stressful day at work, and I was just drinking a beer, and he was slammed. And I had already worked at a brewery prior that unfortunately had to close down. And I said, Mike, if you need help, I'm here. He goes, I'm all right. And then he comes back out and he goes, were you being serious? I said, yeah. So there I am in my work clothes.
From your other job?
From the college I work at, behind the bar. And funny story, I didn't know what time we closed. So all of a sudden, probably around 9:30, 9:45, Mike goes, did you lock the door yet? I said, why, what time do you close? And he said 9. And we looked behind us because they have a huge clock, and it was 9:45.
Oh, wow.
But none of the patrons told me. They're like, yeah, we're going to do this.
Keep it coming.
Keep it coming. Let's see
No
what we
last
can get.
call.
And they're all like, remember that night? Yeah. But that's the other thing. He's so ingrained in the area, and it's almost like Cheers.
There's a passion. There's a passion for Mike.
The regulars that come in, it's like family. And I told him every time I work there, I feel like it's a family reunion because everyone's from Columbia. Everyone knows everyone. You can walk in there not knowing anybody, but you walk away with friends. It's a real community in that little brewery. It's amazing. That's why I love it.
I'm glad to have you on here.
Yeah.
We look forward to getting to know you a little bit better when we come down there and do our food pairing at Starview Brews.
Same.
Right.
Yes, I'm looking forward
And we
to
may
it.
have to hit you up for our social media stuff.
We need to talk to you about our social media because we are branching out into so much. It's just overwhelming for us.
It is overwhelming.
Very
When you first start out, it's
I don't have
like
time
standing
for
on a cliff. Like, what am I doing?
But
I know what
thank you
mean.
very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Keep up what you're doing.
I have a great time. Thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you guys for getting everything out.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Cheers. Have a party. Yeah. Have a party. All right. So we're sitting here with Ed, who last year was your first time at a craft fruit festival because you drank fucking shit beer.
Yeah.
And you came here and drank good beer.
Yeah.
So what are you thinking? You're back again.
It's great. The great beer's great.
Have you got away from the big box beers?
Yes, I've started drinking IPA beers.
IPAs?
Yeah. Like IPAs and the self brewer people brewing like whatever. Yeah, drinking them. Yeah.
Homebrews.
And then we're sitting here with Jessica.
Hello?
Jessica kind of got wrangled into this.
I did get wrangled into this.
So you were the PR person for the two guys I spoke to.
Yeah, I'm a PR person for the Floridian Music Festival that we're bringing from Florida to Pennsylvania this year.
Oh, so you're here representing.
I'm here representing.
So you are an official PR person.
I am. I am a beer lover. I've never gotten to do anything like this. Unfortunately, the brewery I work for, Zeroday Brewing Company, is not here.
No, but we've been efforting Hannah from Zeroday. We're trying to get Hannah in studio.
I got you.
Well, we've been kind of like phone tag.
I got you.
All right, you got me.
I love that.
I'm going to hold you to that.
Absolutely.
Wow.
You got a card? You share it with me.
I will.
Yes.
Okay.
I love the confidence. I love it.
You know what? I've had a few beers.
And maybe we'll have her back in studio with Hannah.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
So, Ed, second beer festival. You've switched from drinking shit beer to good beer.
Yeah.
Have you found a local favorite that you like?
I don't know. I go to this brewery near my house. It's called the Pharmacy.
Pharmacy?
Yeah, on Black Rock Road. They make their own beer and all there.
Is it therapeutic?
Yeah, it is. It's like,
And you need a prescription to get there.
Yeah, now it's like a big horse farm, but they but they serve beer now, and they make their own beer on there.
Sounds like somebody we need to talk to, Dave.
Yeah, they do very good. Yeah, it's changed my whole
perspective.
Yeah, exactly. I don't buy Bud Light anymore.
Cheers to that.
Yeah, I stopped Bud Light. I get their beer there. Then I think we've also been to a place called Big Truck.
Big Truck Farm Brewery?
Yeah, we've been there. Yeah, them. Yeah, but I buy all my stuff in them two places.
So you found yourself going to a local beer distributor, and you're looking more for the local craft stuff rather than the Bud Lights, the Coors Lights,
exactly.
the Miller Lights.
Yes.
It's hit the pocketbook a little harder.
Oh yeah, it's more, but it's better tasting beer.
Better. It is better. I have advocated to people, my friends, like I take them to a place, like, well, I drink Miller Lite, I drink Coors Light. All right, so you want to look for a Pilsner. It's going to be better. You might not like it, but it's going to taste a hell of a lot better than what you're buying out of the can.
And you're going to be a little bit more drunk than a Bud Light.
Oh, and it tastes a lot better. It has a taste to it. It has a complete different taste.
And I'm glad because we talked to you last year. You're like, this is my first beer festival. I don't know anything about this. I'm having a great fucking time.
Yeah.
And here you are back again.
Yes.
Are you having a great time this year?
Oh, it's a great time. Yeah. I got here early, the VIP thing, and I'll be here again next year. It's great.
I love it. I got here early.
Yes, I got here early.
I'm first in line.
Fourth in line, and just to get in here, I was all ready for it. I was all excited the whole week to get here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. It's good to hear somebody that's come from that side of buying the big box markets to find the craft industry and see what these local producers and craft people are doing.
Meanwhile, I've been tortured since I've turned 21. I've been going to the small breweries, and I don't want to buy the box beer anymore.
That's true. So how did you get into this?
Today, we were looking for a bunch of breweries just to find and, share the information about our new festival coming up. And honestly, do I have to say that much? Beer. I got into this for beer.
Well, how did you
fill my glass up?
How did you get to Zeroday?
Oh, Zeroday, I started working there 3 years ago. One of the managers there I've known since I was 3 years old. And obviously I love it because I haven't left yet.
No, there we go. So what's your favorite beer that you've tried here today?
I say it's a toss-up. I had a Doppelbock from, I'm sorry, I'm going to cheat.
You're going to cheat, you're going to pull your little card out.
My little cards. I got a Doppelbock from Starview. They did a great job.
That's the procrastinator.
Okay, heard. And my favorite beer, I would say, has been from Rusty Rail Raspberry Luminous.
We've heard that before.
Yes, we have.
It is gorgeous.
Yes.
How about you?
I like the Noel beer from the guys up there, and then there's a gentleman over there that has the orange something beer, but he also
Scrubbies.
has yes, their cherry can. It tastes like Kool-Aid. I'm coming back up next week to buy some from here because you can't get it in Maryland.
You're going bowling.
Yes.
Lion Bowl.
Yes, exactly. It's great.
Yes.
I've never tasted nothing like that in my life.
Emery, last time we had Emery and Chuck on, he brought those canned cocktails up, and they're fucking dangerous.
Yes, very.
Dangerous. It is very dangerous.
It's like
Kool-Aid. Yes.
You're gonna strike out on some good beer.
Yes.
That's what I'm hearing.
I tell you what, we love what we're doing because we're getting to meet people like you that last year you had no clue about what this was. We're getting to meet people like you that you've been in this, and now you're trying to expand what you're trying to do.
Absolutely.
We love telling the stories. That's what we're here for.
Well, I love listening to them, and I'm glad to be able to provide for you.
That's good.
So I hope you enjoy the rest of the day.
I will. And I listen to your podcast.
Oh, you have?
Yes.
Are you a subscriber?
I don't know if I am, but I listen to them at lunchtime. I listen to them at lunchtime at work.
Or you enjoy them?
Oh yeah.
That's all I need to hear.
That's what we like to hear.
Because you're real, you say what's on your mind. It's no fake stuff.
We ain't making any fucking money on it.
I know.
So, cheers to everybody. Thank you very much.
Cheers.
You're empty. So we're going to let you go to get refilled.
And I'll see you next year.
Next year, we'll be back.
All right.
Sounds
Thank you.
good. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So we're sitting here with Rick from Mexitaly.
Should I have my beer?
Oh, we're going to give you your beer.
All right.
Did I say it right? Mexitaly.
Mexitaly. That's how the owner says it's pronounced, so we're going to go with that.
So we've been trying to get you guys on the podcast for a full-blown episode, and things have changed over the last year or so.
Yeah.
But we'd love to get you guys on and talk about what Mexitaly is.
Okay.
I've been out there several times. Food is phenomenal.
Thank you. I agree.
The beer is really good. Although I'm not much for the Mexican food, but I will come out there and enjoy what I'm eating because I'm getting a good beer. So tell me, how long have you been doing this?
In my entire career?
Absolutely.
18 years.
18 years.
Between my original first semi-professional job was at Booby's Brewery in Mount Joy.
Okay, Booby's, that's been a long staple in this area.
I love the place. Still love the place. But so I was there for 7.5 years, and then left to go to Mexitaly. And I've been at Mexitaly for 10 years now, plus.
10 years?
10 plus years.
Okay. So tell me how Mexitaly kind of started as far as the idea. Bringing Mexican and Italian together.
Well, you'd have to talk to the owner about that. As for the food side...
You just want to be the beer.
Absolutely. When the original location of Mexitaly, which was a much smaller location, when they got uprooted and moved down the road maybe a mile, the owner wanted to add the beer component to the whole mix of the restaurant idea.
Okay.
And he found me, thankfully, and I live nearby, and so it just went from there.
And you're out there off of East Market Street.
Correct. Yep.
What did you bring here today?
I brought a Bear de Garde, a French farmhouse ale.
It's Saison, Bear de Garde.
Yeah.
However you want to say it.
Bear de Garde, a little more malty.
A little bit more malty. It's going to have a little sour note to it because of how it's fermented out.
Correct.
So let's give it a try.
Yeah.
It's not one of my favorite styles, however, that has a very sweet note to it.
Yeah.
Unlike some beer de gardes I had that's got more sour notes to the front end.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually very good. But the beer de garde is actually, that's a proper pronunciation of it.
Bear de Garde.
Bear de Garde. Because they ferment it in the farm during the season.
Correct. Yep.
And it just gets all that wild yeast.
Right.
Is that how it is?
Well, back in the day, yeah, that's how they did it. Yeah.
So, coming to a festival like this, what's your favorite part?
The socialization.
Socialization?
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely not the load in and load out part, which it's at this point, it's no big deal.
So right now, when you come to a festival, basically the idea is to introduce your product to a whole new personnel that maybe not even know who you are or what you do.
Right. That's exactly how it works.
So of the York contingent, I'm going to throw you under the bus a little bit.
Okay, thanks.
Mexitaly and Genovas are the only two we have not recorded with.
Yeah. Well, we've been trying for a long time, so I'm glad to be able to do this right now. Because I have a third person helping us tap today, so I can walk away.
So what's your favorite part about this craft industry? And how did you get into this?
Oh my God, well, again, backtrack when I first started doing this, I was a home brewer for a long time.
So you got into home brewing and got into this?
And thankfully, again, luckily, being the Boobies was an operational small micro brew pub at the time, 20 years ago.
It's probably,
there wasn't that many back there then.
No, Boobies is probably the first in this general area that had a craft, what you would consider craft beer.
Yeah, so as a home brewer back then, just to be able to, get my foot in the door at a small place like that, it was like, huge to me anyway.
And it got you to expand your operation as far as
and
what you can do.
And you learn as you go. You can read all the books in the world, but until you actually are working on a somewhat smaller system at the time, it's just like it's night and day. It's not as easy as it sounds. And I was thrilled, and I'm still thrilled to be doing what I'm doing now today.
I can see it because I can see a little bit about what you're talking about, and watching you behind your little jockey box today.
Yep.
What was Did you get any reviews from people today as far as sitting down here?
We always get great feedback. I think a lot of times we're possibly a little like people might how do I say this? Like might not expect the beer to be as good as it is just because we're in a pizza establishment, or a Mexican Italian establishment. But so. I've heard of this from other places throughout the United States, and that's just not true nowadays because the food component now in the brewery world is huge.
It's huge because you're looking to keep people in the seat as long as possible, and the longer you can keep them there is offering food.
Right.
And the longer they sit there, the more beer or product they will consume.
Right. And if you don't have it, they're going to go somewhere else.
And they might come in and they might do a beer, a flight, and then leave and go somewhere else.
So I said that from day one when I started at Mexitaly. And again, I'm thrilled to be there, and even back then, people were like, oh, well, you brew at a pizza place. Well,
it's not a pizza place. They got really good food.
Right. But that's I'm saying what people told me.
Right.
As my friends. But it's an ultimate great. What's the word I'm looking for? Just
the component.
Yeah. It's what everybody wants now.
Right.
And I had it 10 years ago, and I told the owner back then, I was like, this is going to be great because we've got this.
Yes.
We've got this.
So, just for instance, what you're kind of talking about, we just had Isaac's on here. Isaac's to me was a sandwich shop.
Right.
Now they got beer.
Right.
I didn't even know they had beer.
Yep.
So now that's another. I wasn't a patron of Isaac's, but guess what? You got beer. I'm going to become a patron of Isaac's.
Right.
Just to try their product.
Yeah.
Because I love this craft industry. I love visiting and helping the local community, and I don't mind paying extra because I'm going in there. Because I'm helping a local entrepreneur. I'm going to enjoy a better product for food and beer.
Yeah.
And we would love to get you guys on in studio to sit and talk about the entire idea behind Mexitaly and get you guys to tell your whole story.
Well, I'd love to do that too. I just want to bring the owner with me.
That's fine.
He's the mastermind behind all
the recipes, anything new coming down the pike for Mexitaly, any events, any beers that you got going on?
I'm trying to think.
We're coming into March. St. Patrick's Day. Anything you guys do special?
Well, we're going to have a small batch of Irish Red on.
Irish Red?
For the last couple of years, I've done a dry Irish Stout, but this year I switched it up. We'll do a little bit of Irish Red for this year, which I think is kind of cool. And it's always a good day,
It's a party day.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Just like today, it's a party day.
Yeah. So, other than that, I do have an interesting. We still do the kettle sours.
Okay.
So I have an interesting berry mashup. I'm going to call it
berry mashup.
Number of different berry flavored purees. That we added into a kettle sour, and from what I'm tasting out of the fermenter so far, it's tasting pretty interesting and fresh and bright, and then at the same time we're gonna make it purple. So
purple people eater.
Well, true. So, but I don't like to get too gimmicky. I'm kind of like an old school, like I love old school beer. I like beer that tastes like beer. But people like the interesting gimmicky type things, but I don't want to go over the top with it. But
what's that old Disney movie, Peach Dragon?
Yeah.
That might be a good name, Peach Dragon.
That
was a purple dragon, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I'm just coming up. I'm old school too, man.
Yeah.
So, Rick, we appreciate you coming and sitting down here with us a few minutes. We wish you the best of luck here this afternoon at the Double Barrel in the Winter Brewfest.
Yeah.
Glad to have you part of it, and let's get talk about and get Mexitaly on as a full-blown episode.
I would be open to that, absolutely.
We have a little saying as we cheers out.
Okay.
So we're going to raise a glass with Rick and Mexitaly, and let's all be bonded by beer. Cheers.
Sounds good to me.